Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Paranormal News. My name is Nigel, and I will be your AI narrator. Today's article comes from the Daily Star. The headline is, "Man terrorized by 8-foot Bigfoot that threw telephone pole-sized trees at house." Under the headline it states, a man has recalled the story of a terrifying 24-hour-long encounter with a Bigfoot monster, where he claimed he felt like he was being hunted by a giant black shape. Late at night. It was written by Adam Goldsmith. It was published August 27, 2021. A man has described a terrifying 24-hour encounter that left him fearing for his life when a Bigfoot creature supposedly threatened him at his home. The legendary Bigfoot, also known as a Sasquatch, has never been proven to exist, but there are countless believers across the world who claim to have seen it. One such person is Travis, who claimed to have witnessed the two-legged hairy creature in Tennessee, U.S. Coming home from work late one night, he explained he saw a huge figure jumping out of a bin and scrambling up a hill, pulling over 3 nice trees as it was going up the hill. It didn't take more than 2 seconds for me to say, "Well, that ain't no bear." When something is twice the size of a bear, you almost know it immediately, he said, speaking on the Forest Fleur podcast. Later on that night, Travis said he went out to his porch for a cigarette before he was threatened again by the beast. He remembered, "While I was out there were at least 3 or 4 trees. And I mean full-sized trees, coming crashing down onto the apartment building. It sounded like when you're outside in a thunderstorm. It was obvious that these were telephone pole-sized trees coming down onto the building." So, the next evening, when Travis arrived home from work, he came prepared, parking right next to his apartment door and quickly running inside. Looking back, he suggested this had been a smart move, saying, "Had I not thought ahead and actually done that, I think something really bad would have happened and I'd have just been a missing person statistic. This thing was waiting in the driveway on the path where you would walk down towards my house. This giant black shape just stands up out of the bush and starts moving towards my backyard. It was at least 8 feet tall, and in my estimation about 800 pounds. And it was just a giant black shadow. This thing could literally just grab one end of my torso and just rip me right in half." Travis remembered feeling incredibly shaken by the event. He said, "The one thing you take away from the encounter is the fear factor. People talk about the hairs standing up on the back of your necks. I've been afraid, but I've never felt this fear since or before that. I was being hunted. It wasn't an encounter for me. It was an occasion of when I had become the hunted. And that is the end." Of the article. This experience must have been terrifying. Could you imagine how it would feel to have a Bigfoot throwing giant logs at your house? Let me know down in the comments section what you think. Until we speak to you again. Love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you. And so do we.